Hello Mohawk! In this episode of MoCast, I snack on some bugs as part of International Education Week at Mohawk College, and then we shine the spotlight on a student who's helping put together our president's podcasts. Alright, so it's International Education Week here at Mohawk College and around the world. Here at Mohawk, we have close to 3,000 international students from 76 countries. Now, as part of International Education Week, we are going to eat some bugs. And to help us with our dining experience, Linda Keeping, who is an Ento chef.
Yes.
Linda, how are you?
I'm well, how are you, Jay?
Excellent. How did you get into the business of serving up bugs?
Well, partially by accident. About 5 years ago when I was in college, I met a chef who was working with entomophagy, and he kind of took me under his wing, taught me everything he knows, and I've been doing it ever since.
Okay, general reaction when you are serving up food made from bugs would be what?
It ranges from, oh my gosh, I want to try that, to like horror. So it's pretty funny. I find that adults are a little bit more resistant to trying. Kids love it. So I'm really excited to see who wants to try today.
Now, are these like free-range bugs, or where do these bugs come from?
No, not at all. Actually, side note, free-range bugs are dangerous to eat because of pesticides. You never know what they've come in contact with. So we have a variety of cricket chocolates, we have cricket and mealworm ginger snaps, and then we have a cricket protein flour shooter.
Well, of course you do. Always good to have shooters in the morning. So we are going to try all of these. Can we try all of them?
Of course, yes.
Okay, let's go with the cookies.
Okay.
What are in the cookies?
We have a combination of ground mealworms and crickets, and then to stick with the season, I wanted to keep it appropriate with some ginger spices, nutmeg, cinnamon, really warm fall flavors. So please enjoy.
Okay, I am going to have one of your cookies. It's just like a ginger snap cookie.
Okay, and to go with your cookie, we have a insect protein shooter. So we've used frozen berries, almond milk, and cricket flour, which is very high in protein.
Here we go. That was very good too.
Yeah, we want to try to get over the ick factor. We want to show people that insects don't taste bad, that you can incorporate them into foods that you already eat and enjoy them.
Okay, so we've had the cookies and the shooters.
Yep.
Both delicious. What do we have next?
Okay, so the last item that I brought today is a coconut currant cricket chocolate.
Okay, you can put chocolate on anything; it will taste great.
Exactly. That's part of the reason why I chose this item. Is it's really great and accessible for people who are a little bit hesitant to try. Maybe anything covered in chocolate is good. So.
I'll vouch for that. Okay, so I can have one of these?
Yes, please.
All right.
The one little surprise I added is I covered them in popping sugar, like Pop Rocks, so that you'll get these little things happening in your mouth, just to try to psych people out. They know they're eating bugs, so if there's a little something extra happening, it's just popping sugar, I promise.
So, cookies, chocolate, and the shooters.
And now something
all delicious
for the more adventurous eater.
This is like old school right here.
Yeah, this is roasted crickets. This is how Next Millennium Farms produces them. So they come to the consumer roasted and prepared, ready to eat. So
you could like put that on a salad.
Exactly. I would love to see crickets instead of croutons one day. Transfer them over to
okay, there might not be many people who agree with you, but
One day.
I can give this a try, right?
Yes,
just put it in my hand?
Yep.
All right.
Oh, that was a lot. Are you going to be okay?
That's hardly enough at all. All right, let's do it. Those are pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah, not
A
bad.
little bit of like a roasted nut flavor to them.
Yeah, it does taste like a nut.
Yeah.
Really. Yeah, it's good. So, are more and more people eating bugs, or is this sort of a niche thing?
It is very much a niche thing. The popularity is growing. We're getting more exposure all across the media, print, radio, TV. A lot of people are kind of picking up the trend. I've been doing it for about 5 years, so to me it's nothing new, but it's really wonderful for me to see more people be exposed to this. You know, I can only do so much, but when I hear about, CBC and the radio, really starting to shine a light on this, this way of eating, it's encouraging for me.
What are the benefits of eating bugs, besides the novelty factor?
Besides the novelty factor, it is the most sustainable protein source on the planet. So in terms of feeding the billions of people on this earth, the way we're doing it right now really isn't sustainable. Incorporating an alternate protein source can be really, really beneficial, both health-wise and for the environment. They're the most sustainable source on the planet. They're also very economical to produce, and they're very environmentally friendly. They don't take any pesticides. They take a fraction of the water and energy that traditional livestock does to raise. So just all around, it's a really, really great movement.
Yeah, I think I could probably eat one of these chocolates every day, or more than one,
Yeah.
if the case would be. Okay, I want to thank Linda from Chirp Cuisine for the fantastic chocolates, the cookies, the shake, and the croutons from the future. And if you haven't tried Bugs, highly recommend it.
This is In the Studio with Mohawk College President Ron McKerlie. Conversations with people who make a difference at Mohawk College.
In studio with me today is Sam Cook, who is a program coordinator of radio broadcasting program here at Mohawk. Sam, welcome.
Okay, so you've been listening to the President's Podcast. You've heard the President, you've heard the guests that come in the studio. The person you have not yet met, though, and the one who makes it all happen is Laura. Laura, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Never better. So here we are in the studio where the podcasts get made and where you edit the podcasts.
Yes.
What do you do here at the radio station?
Well, I'm in charge of making the IDs for the station, the promos, the commercials, and the PSAs, and I produce them all together to go on air.
What's your official title?
It's production assistant.
And you get to work with Les all day.
Yes, that's nice.
There you go. So why did you choose Mohawk College? You're in the radio broadcasting program.
Yes.
Why did you choose Mohawk, and why did you choose that program?
I chose radio broadcasting because I love music and I also love talking, and those go hand in hand. And I think it'd be really fun to have that as a career. I chose Mohawk College because it was a way for me to start fresh and to also.
You're not a Hamiltonian.
No, I'm not. I'm from Mississauga. But also Mohawk College's radio broadcast program is a lot better than those of other schools.
Plans for life after Mohawk. What are you hoping to do with your career?
I'm definitely going to stay in radio, but I think working here has given me a fuller understanding of the behind the scenes, more of the radio, not maybe in front of the microphone, and making the commercials and stuff is really fun. So I think I'm going to stay in production for my career.
All right. So again, thank you for putting together the President's Podcast. It's sort of a thankless job, but without you doing that job, there would be no podcast. So
That's true.
Thank you very much.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
Another person who helps put together the President's Podcast, Les. Les, thank you for doing those.
My pleasure. A lot of fun.
Yeah. Now, you brought Laura on board, and you hired Laura to work in the station. What did you see in Laura?
I saw in Laura somebody who had a passion to learn, someone who picked up on certain skills of production, radio production, which is what she is interested in, and in taking direction and showing results almost immediately. And she seems to fit in really good with our environment here.
Yeah, our podcasts are in very good hands with Laura. Now, you mentor dozens and dozens and dozens of students every year. What's your passion for doing that? What do you get out of that?
Well, I think it's probably, being in the business for as long as I've been in it, as 25 years in commercial radio and 14 years here at the college, after a while, you acquire all this knowledge and intuition and, skill set about radio broadcasting, and you don't want to keep it inside. It doesn't do you any good to keep it inside, so you want to give it. And that's probably why I ended up coming here 14 years ago. Being able to give that back to them and watching success, it's quite exciting.
Do they keep you young, or do they make you feel older?
I think they keep me young. Do I look young? I try that way. I think the biggest thing is how they accept you too. I've always said that I want to always remain relevant with them as much as I possibly can. So I think my approach and my mindset has always been from a young perspective. I don't think I really have grown up yet, and I don't think I've really had a real job either. This job's unbelievable. It's not even a job.